Today we're looking at Corite, a music IDO that is looking to help artists connect with their fans, raise funds, and start marketing campaigns. Now, most of you guys watching are probably not artists, so you're more so in it for the profits. Is this going to be a good IDO, and do you want to get into the sales? We're going to take an in-depth look on the project in just a couple of minutes to give you guys a lot of value, so stay tuned. So, Corite, made for artists ruled by fans. They have quite an interesting dynamic, quite an interesting concept here. And basically, what they say is look, you are an artist, you make music, and what you can do on our platform is you can connect with your fans, make them like give donations and share your music, and with that money you can start marketing campaigns to reach new people with your music, and they do a bunch more. So this really is made for artists and for music listeners. Now, how does it actually work? First off, you will have to create a campaign. Invite your fans to get support for your next release. Kind of like putting a link in a bio. Just advertise your link or your Corite profile and your music on Corite, and then your fans will be able to listen to it, donate to it, vote, whatever. Get backed by fans, use money you raise to market your music and engage your fan. And then you can share the success by getting free distribution and share the revenue with your fans. So actually bringing some of the revenue back to your fans. Cool, interesting. So the website looks very, very professional, and I really love the concept. It is such a refreshing, cool idea. Now, there isn't much more to this website, actually. In fact, there's nothing else to the website. It is a one-pager with a bit of information and a big button to start, but then you'll have to log in. And then again, for us, it's not very interesting to start because, of course, we're not an artist. We don't have any music. What is more interesting, however, is their Coinbase page. It's a bit of a tongue twister there. In their Coinbase page, we can see that it is an upcoming IDO and more than 100 people have it on their watch list. Scrolling down, we can see their tokenomics. Now, before we dive into the tokenomics, this is a very, very new IDO. They barely got started, so we don't have a token launch as of right now. We don't really have anything, which of course is a bad thing because we have more trouble actually assessing this project, less information to go about, but it can also be a good thing because it gives us the opportunity to be early, which can reap those big axes that we are looking for. Looking over at the tokenomics, we can see that their seed round is a very big one with 10%, but it still isn't the biggest one as 13% is going to the private/pre-sale rounds. The public sale, however, noticeably is only 0.29%, basically non-existent. It shows that this is purely here for the marketing and not really to raise any money whatsoever. I mean, 0.29% is seriously nothing. So the money will be raised during seed and private round. Then we're seeing 20% into the ecosystem, 9.71% into marketing, oddly specific numbers. Foundation 20%, team and advisors 15%. That is both the core team and the advisors combined. So then 15% is actually very little. I've seen actually many launchpads and IDOs list 20 or even 25% for just the team and then an additional 5% for the advisors. So seeing 15% for both the advisors and the team is quite little, which is obviously good for the investors. Liquidity and reward is at 7% and artist incentives is 5%. So obviously instead of seeing play to earn airdrops or NFT airdrops and stuff like that, this IDO has 5% of its tokens reserved for the artist incentives. Makes a lot of sense. Now, they have a very, very in-depth white paper with an absurd amount of text. Now, most of it is fluff, right? Most of it are the things that they just basically have to put on their white paper for their partners and for just, because they have to. What is more interesting though for me is to look into their blockchain chapter, because this is not blockchain related at all. So a good question that we could ask is, why did they decide to make this on the blockchain? Because they could have easily done without as well. So I'm very interested to see that. I would actually like to scroll over there and skip most of the others because again, all of this is it's mostly fluff. Song shares. Yeah, we already read on that. This is interesting though. Backers will be able to buy and collect limited edition NFTs of songs they've backed. Now, this is a good insight as to why they're on the blockchain, right? They want to they want to create an entire environment for artists and for their fans. They want to not just be a fundraiser for artists and be basically a platform for listeners. They want to actually provide things that, let's say, Spotify or social media can't. Finding and buying or trading NFTs of your favorite songs and artists, that is really cool. You back an artist and you get an NFT for that. That is really cool. And it's not just very unique, but it is the main reason or an extra reason for fans to actually back their favorite artist on the platform. They're called Corite Originals, and they're also going to introduce the concept of digital merchandise NFTs. Forget boring t-shirts of the past. This digital merchandise comes without physical boundaries and could be anything from items to be used in the metaverse or for profile pictures. So NFTs are going to be a big part of Corite. Every artist you back will give you basically a reward in the form of NFTs and digital merchandise, which is really, really cool. Fan power. In parallels, fans can earn fan power, tokens from participating in activities that can help artists break through the market noise and engage with the community. It could be anything from reposting a campaign on your social media account to create a playlist and voting of your favorite songs. So you can do, as a backer, as a listener, you can do a whole variety of things to help the artist and actually gain NFTs and other things. Which is really cool. So you can kind of gleam sort of idea. You can share playlist and social media. You can vote, you can like, you can share, and of course you can back. And in return for that, you will get a whole variety of rewards. And they refer to it as fan power. Get fan power when they create music, fan missions, and NFTs when they get funded. Fans get fan power when they complete missions, grow their collection, and get song shares. So the artists can get fan power and the fans can get fan power, but they earn their power in different ways. There will be missions, collections, song shares, and it just looks really, really cool. They even have a segment about festivals. They say festivals are always full of energy, new people, and great music. The music festivals is the largest and one of the most exciting events in music life, a place for experience and cultural integration. Corite Festival is a place where all live events happen. In a choral festival, fans will join live stream sessions hosted by artists to take place. That's really cool. So I like this. They kind of have online streaming festivals, which is very down to earth, actually also very COVID-19 friendly. In some places of the world, that is actually still a real thing. So they are not limited by that whatsoever. You have backstage, VIP, marketplace, clubs. So they have so many things for fans and artists to basically, utilize. And I feel like how they set it up, it's for both parties really a win-win, right? Fans can actually gain NFTs, merchandise, and connect with other fans. So for them, it's really fun whilst backing their favorite artists. And for artists, it's this amazing way to gain a community, to raise money, and to help them market themselves. So for both parties, it seems to be a very big win-win. So I really do like the market plan. And basically, in just 10 minutes, they explained to me why they are using the blockchain and why Corite had to be a IDO and not just a random startup. And it's very clear to me now. Blockchain. Corite COs will be launched on the BNB chain. Not only is it connected to the world's largest exchange on Binance, but it's also used as a validation method with music with much less climate impact. So that is also indeed a good thing. Then proof of work. Corite CO will commit resources to offset the climate impact where it can be avoided at short term. Okay, cool. And yes, of course, for the rest, it's a very much decentralized. Obviously, that is a good thing. They have some partners, and that is about the end of their white paper. So as for their Twitter, they are very big. They have picked up quite some steam. Despite being only very new, there's already a lot of people that have showed interest in this IDO. They have 74,000 Twitter followers, and their interaction, although not very good, they do post very regularly, and they seem to be having quite some comments. Let's see what the community sentiment is. They're asking if there's any max supply. But again, I didn't find that either yet, so I'm supposing most things around their token just aren't clear yet, right? We don't have a max supply yet. We don't have the information yet. I think it's too early in development for that. So yeah, more people agreeing with me that it is looking good and that it is a promising idea, and overall a pretty positive sentiment here over on Twitter. And yeah, basically just a lot of people agreeing with my views, with my view on how this is quite revolutionary and a very unique idea. Overall, they do have some big tweets here in July 13th with 88 likes, so they definitely showed to have quite a following despite being rather new. And of course, they also post very, very regularly with some very good designs out there as well. So will Corite take over the market and become a flaming new IDO? Quite frankly, we cannot be sure as of right now. It is a very new IDO, and we don't have all of the crucial information we need to really make an assessment on it as of right now. For instance, will there be a max supply? We don't know. For instance, how did the TGE go? We don't know yet. All I can say right now is that it is a very promising idea with quite a big following and a lot of progress within the time they have already started. So overall, I'm very positive about this, and I'm super excited to keep an eye out on this. And yeah, I will update you guys if there's any updates. But for now, that is all you need to know for Corite as of July 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Ciao, ciao.